Show. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Peter G. Show.
Marriage.
What sparked that divorce for you?
He hit middle age.
Honey boo boo.
Ah, honey boo boo.
She can do it, I can do it. Talk to you again down the road, okay? You know, you're blessed.
Yeah.
He's on the line right here if you don't know. Just letting you know.
Freaking hate it. You have to go through the grind and just punching in and punching out.
This ain't good.
That began, a really incredible run.
Hey kids, it's that time again. Yeah, Sunday. Life with Peter G, the Peter G Show live. How the hell is everybody? Been waiting all week for this. Creeps up, it's like you work, it's wash, rinse, repeat. I say that a lot, but it really is. By the time I hit Wednesday, Thursday, then all of a sudden Friday we're going into, okay, get ready for Sunday. And then everything's cool until I hit Sunday. And once I hit Sunday, it's like I go into oh shit mode. Just the way it is. And then here we are. But I like it. I hope everybody's doing well. I really do. We're in weird times, as you may know. For those of you who don't know, we're in weird times. We really are. Get your head out of the sand. Pay attention. Some important stuff going on. We're going to talk about that stuff tonight, too. First week of the time change. It's like I told my daughter, like, wow, it's 7:30 and it's still daylight out. Love it. Can't wait till it stays light till almost 9 for that brief period of pleasure. Anyway, enjoy it while you can. Before you know it, you'll be bitching about daylight savings time going away, getting dark at 5 o'clock. It's a mind screw. It really is. But it is what it is. Last week, hope you enjoyed last week. Last week we had Mr. Terry Woolman, L.A., one of L.A.'s finest musicians. No slouch. That man has been, in the clique for a long time. I mean, and rightfully so. He deserves it. But, I hope you got something out of it. I know I did. I learned things about this guy that I didn't even know, and I've been knowing him for, as I said, a very long time. It's crazy. It really is. You think you know a guy. But it was an interesting show, and you can see Terry Woolman. Just Google Terry Woolman. He's on YouTube's, Facebook's, Instagram's, LinkedIn's. He's doing what I do, only different. This week, let me talk about next week. Finally, next week we're going to go back. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure. East meets West. Next week we finally get to have Mr. Bob Paff back on the show. He's all healed up, and I know he's raring to go. I haven't spoken to him much since he's been recovered. If those of you who didn't catch up, Bob Paff had double pneumonia. It's like as if regular pneumonia is not enough. He had double pneumonia. So he was hospitalized, and, naturally they called it COVID. But the thing was, you know, I hate it when I have a fever of 101. You feel like shit. Never mind double pneumonia. So he had a lot of thinking to do in that hospital bed while we were anxiously waiting for him to get out. And I know he's got a lot to say this time because, you know, obviously, I mean, you know, anything can happen. Let's face it. The bulletproof warranty wore out. Even though I get a million calls for my car shield warranty, because they're telling me my warranty on my vehicle has expired and I need to get car shield. Even Ice-T told me I need to get it. But, you know, anyway, so next week, don't miss it because I don't even know what he's got on his mind, but I'm going to let him tell us, and we'll go from there. Tonight, I'm going to call St. Patrick. For those of you who've been watching through the years, I've been fortunate enough to call St. Patrick during the course of every St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick is a spunky one. He's quite the partier, as you know, may well know. And why not? He's St. Patrick, right? But last year he was pretty pissed off, and it was, you know, I don't know if anybody caught last year's show, but I did call him, and he was pretty pissed off because there was no St. Patrick's Day. The COVID lockdowns, everybody was just going into, they were scaring the shit out of us, let's just say it. They, you know, go home, stay home, don't look at anybody, don't talk to anybody, don't touch anything. It was quite a, you know, experience until we all started slowly starting to get a grip, which we are starting to seriously get a grip now, I hope, on the reality of what's real and what's not. But anyway, I'm going to call St. Patrick, and we're going to see how it went this year, if there was anything better. He agreed to come on. And we'll take it from there. And after that, then I'm going to get kind of super serious because we have some serious issues going on right now in this country. I'm deeply concerned about our borders. It's a crisis right now. And we're going to talk about that. And I hope that you'll stick around and talk about it and want to call in and even talk about it. Because for those of you who don't live on the border areas, maybe you don't think it's going to affect you, but it's going to affect you, and let alone the poor people who have been coming into this country thinking that they just can walk in. And we're going to talk about all that, from human trafficking. There's children coming across. Parents are just letting them go, hoping they'll get to a better life. Well, it, you know, doesn't work that way, and I'm going to tell you why. And for those of you who understand. And for those of you who don't understand, maybe you'll open your minds and start paying attention because it's serious business. But that's what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, we're going to do this. I feel it's my civic duty. But speaking of civic duty, I could not be here if it was not for my Bolt Energy. That's right, folks, Bolt Energy. Myself and Pepsi. Remember Pepsi? I'm getting him back on the show soon. But Pepsi's going to tell us about it real quick, and then we'll be right back. So get strap up. It's gonna be a hell of a show. Hey everybody, Peter G from the Peter G Show, and my friend Pepsi right here. Hey, we're here to tell you today about my beloved Bolt Energy.
Bolt Energy.
Bolt Energy. Electrify your senses. Did you know that, Pepsi?
I did not know that.
Yeah, electrify your senses. Bolt Energy has no preservatives.
No preservatives?
No, and it's enriched with antioxidants and vitamins.
Antioxidants.
It's a cleaner energy drink.
Cleaner.
That's right.
Nice.
And, you know, a couple little tidbits you might not know because
Yes.
I don't talk about it very often, but the Apollo mission, man on the moon.
Man on the moon. To the moon, Alice.
Bolt Energy.
Moon.
That's right.
Electrify.
That's right. If you would have looked in their storage bins, what do you think you would have found?
Bolt Energy.
Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores, Bolt Energy, and tell them the Peter G Show sent you. How's that?
Hey, Peter G.
All right. Peace out. Love you guys.
Peace.
That's right. Bolt Energy. If you can't find Bolt Energy, go to www.drinkboltenergy and ask the Bolt Energy people. Say, hey, where can I find Bolt Energy? And they'll tell you. They're new. They're growing. No preservatives, people. Come on. Go try to find an energy drink with no preservatives. You're not going to find it. Let me save you the trouble. All natural. So it doesn't get you like super buzzed, jacked up, jittery. It just gives you enough inside your body to get you going. That way there's no crash as well. As always, I'm going to open up a can of Bolt Energy. Why? I'll tell you in a second. Bolt Energy. I like the way it tastes. I like it really cold. I do. I don't know. I like everything. I'm not a coffee drinker. So I like bright and sparkly. So, you know, I just, that really is refreshing to me. Number one reason, they know what I do and they still believe in me. Hi, my name is Peter. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Got a couple things I'm going to talk about real quick before we call Stpatrick up on the phone and see what's going on with him. Again, folks, comments. If you want to comment on the show, you really need to be on the official Facebook Peter G Show page or the official YouTube page. I can't stress it enough. Please, please, please go to YouTube and just hit the subscribe button. Real simple. Doesn't do anything, doesn't hound you, doesn't do anything. Yeah, I love you too. That's right. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. I've not paid a whole lot of attention to YouTube, but I'm starting to now. And I'm going to tell you a reason why. Facebook is constantly changing their ways and screwing with people. And what biggest new screw for this show anyway? I used to love watch parties. You could watch this show and you could share it. And it'd say, would you like to start a watch party? And it would say, hey, you hit the button and go, so-and-so's watching the Peter G Show. And it goes to all your friends because maybe we were talking about something that you really felt people needed to hear. They're taking away the watch parties. I knew something was weird a few weeks ago, over a month ago. It was giving me trouble. I couldn't do a watch party. And now I know why. It's giving me official notice that by April 16th, Facebook will no longer do watch parties. And that sucks. I don't know why they're taking it away. It's not like they're doing anything new and improved. But, you know, Facebook, again, they got an agenda. I'm here. The reason I'm here is because I love my Facebook people. I do. I love everything you guys talk about. You know, who passed away, who's lost a family member, who needs surgery, who ate a chicken salad sandwich and wants to show you. I mean, all that stuff. And it matters a lot to me. That's how this all started. But unfortunately, sometimes all good things must come to an end. And if someday something happens with the Facebook thing, we'll be all over different areas. But I want you to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Go to the Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Real simple. Just hit the subscribe, please. If you like what we're doing. If you don't, I get it. Believe me, I try to follow people, but, you know, it's hard for me too. But if you're watching, obviously you're watching for a reason. So do it for me. Do it for you. Because things are getting better. I promise you. But it just sucks that they're just taking away those things. And if you want to comment live, again, the only way you can comment live right now, currently, until they change something again, you have to be on the official Peter G Show page. And you have to be on, or you have to be on the official YouTube page. You can't be on the Peter Gisellas page. You can't be on the Peter G Gisellas page. For some reason, Facebook is not allowing it. Okay. So I'll have to see those comments tomorrow when we go through everything. Because right now we're in the middle of a live show. Real quick, right before I started the show, back in the late 80s, after we quit touring, I was in a regional band that was touring regionally in the United States. And we stopped for a while, and we wanted to go into the studio and start recording a lot. So I decided, you know, I wanted to take a martial art. I thought it would help me with my coordination as a drummer. I thought, you know, that'd be a good thing. And I started taking Kung Fu. And this instructor was a serious instructor. No air conditioning, hard tile floors, no cushions, no mats. You trained really hard, and this is in Florida, hot, humid, and really, it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my prime. But anyway, long story short, all these years we've remained friends. Utmost respect for this man, Master Marco Safaku, and I just saw a post today. His mother had a birthday today. 108 years old. 108 years old. Can you imagine living to be 108 years old? And let me tell you something. She's not a vegetable. She She, again, if I say she doesn't look a day over 90, that sounds funny. But the thing is, 90 to 108, that's 18 years of life. My parents lived to 92 and 93, and that's when, people say, well, you're very lucky. That's amazing. But come on, 108 years old. She was born in 1913. It's friggin' amazing. I just had to say something because it's friggin' amazing. And again, she's not a vegetable. She's fully functional. It's friggin' amazing. So, happy birthday. We're going to call St. Patrick. Did I tell you we're going to call St. Patrick? Right before I call St. Patrick, just want you to know this. Did anybody, last Sunday, I didn't realize it, when we did the show, the Grammys were on. I know, nobody gives a shit, right? The Grammys were on. That used to be a big celebrated, it was just awesome. Seeing your favorite rock stars or R&B or whatever. It's gone to hell now, people. Cancel culture, making a political statement, it's shit. And believe it or not, it's not just my opinion, because the ratings were so bad that they reran it last Monday again. They had to rerun it because they figured maybe we can get more people to watch. Nobody wanted to see that crap. It was crap. It's getting worse and worse. What the hell? Nobody cared. And it's sad because music is a wonderful thing. I mean, music makes people happy, but it's gotten so trashy, so shitty. It means nothing anymore. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's lots of good music out there. Unfortunately, it's not being portrayed on television. All right, folks, I've gone over. I need to call. Let me see if I can call St. Patrick up. Let's see what we can do here.
Your call has been
Oh, that's great. Here we go again. It's going to be one of those nights. I think they gave me the right number this time. We always seem to have problems with the numbers.
Hi, laddie. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick?
Hi, laddie.
Hey, how are you? It's Peter G from the Peter G Show. You're on live. What's going on?
Oh, my friend, Mr. Peter G.
Hey,
How are you?
Hey, St. Patrick, you got to turn the show down.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry. I'm sorry.
So, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Well, okay, I don't know if you remember, but last year we had you on the show, as we have been fortunate enough for the past 3 years, I think, or more, 3 or 4. And last year there was no St. Patrick's Day. Do you remember that?
Surprisingly enough, I do.
Well, I mean,
We was pissed off.
yes, yeah. I mean, there wasn't a lot going on because of the coronavirus, correct?
They ruined me day.
They ruined your day big time, and
They ruined me day.
yeah, they did. And you even were at your most sober I've ever heard you.
Oh, I'm sure I was.
It was a sobering. It was a sobering moment because
it was a sobering moment.
Yeah, yeah, and so there wasn't. I mean, I should have grabbed a couple of clips to refresh your memory, but
Oh, it's okay.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure it
I'm
is.
good.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good. Yeah, it's good. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, St. Patrick, you want to see some clips from the past? No, I'm good.
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah. So
Good, very good.
So let's so let's talk about St. Patrick's Day real quick. I mean, so now we're 1 year into this coronavirus. Things have kind of leveled out, but not really. So how was St. Patrick's Day this year for you?
Oh, me wouldn't know. Me spent me St. Patrick's Day passed out.
Well, how did you get passed out?
Evidently, it was the hell of a party, but I missed it.
You missed it.
I guess. Aye, laddie.
Are you gonna say you slept through it or you partied?
Well, I'm not for sure.
Wow. I want whatever you got. Bring some with you.
Well, these are some scary times we live in.
Yeah, scary. All right.
It's
Real scary.
just very abnormal.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay. So, a year goes by from last year to this year, right? And I mean, what's your take on this whole deal?
Me take on what?
From shutting you down, not allowing people to celebrate St. Patrick's Day to now it was probably middle of the road. I mean, how do you think the whole St. Patrick's Day was celebrated this year?
Oh, maybe like Dr. Skids.
Dr.
Maybe
Skids?
like Dr. Skids.
I don't understand.
Most people couldn't tell I was going. The whole world missed me toilet.
Really?
Dr. Skids.
Dr. Skids. What is that?
Oh, I think you know. So you need to tell your audience about Dr. Skids.
Dr. Skids.
Dr. Skids. Damn it! I came to my toilet.
Okay. That was Dr. Skids. I forgot about Dr. Skids. That's Dr. Skids. That was like a depends, no?
Aye, laddie. Are you slipping?
It depends.
You're slipping on me.
No, I'm not slipping on you. I just, I did. That's right. That's right. You've always said that you always wear a what do you want to call it? Undergarment. So that way
most people kind of tell I'm going.
Yeah.
This way the whole world is me toilet.
Oh boy. So basically you wear undergarments so that way, because if you're drinking too much, you don't have to worry about having to run to a bathroom. Is that what you were saying?
Well,
Yeah.
enough of that. Enough of that small talk.
Small talk.
Yes, enough of that.
That's a wee bit.
You know what position a leprechaun plays in baseball, right?
No, what position does a leprechaun play in baseball?
The shortstop.
Oh, the shortstop. That's good. Okay, so
What other position would he play? We like a wee bit. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. St. Patrick. Wow. So a couple of years ago, you used to say you don't drink nearly as much as you used to. You don't drink as much green, but you smoked a lot of green.
Well, me don't drink anymore. But me don't drink any less either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, the Mr. Peter J.
Yeah, I got
fancy on me.
Yeah, I got the clap.
He's getting fancy on me.
You get fancy, man. Yes. Look, here on the Peter G Show, we spare at no expense.
Lord, don't I know?
Yeah, you don't. Oh, you don't know.
Oh, Peter, you don't know.
No, boy. So
you just don't know.
No, I don't. So I mean, every once in a while I get these brainstorms, and it's like, okay, should we bring? You physically have been on the. No, that wasn't you. That was Baby New Year. Sorry. Okay, so I get confused.
Well, that's me shape shifting.
Yeah. All you
me shape shifting.
All you imagine.
We have magical powers.
Yeah, you got. So let's talk about the pot of gold again. Let's talk about the pot of gold. Yeah.
Oh, that Colombian gold is some badass wheat.
Is it?
That's the pot. That's for sure.
Yeah, don't really.
That's for sure.
Puff pass.
Aye, laddie.
I mean, cannabis has got, it's legal here in California. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I am aware of that.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
But it's it's expensive. I mean, it's more than alcohol.
Well, somebody's got to make the dough.
Yeah, I know, not the baker, but I mean, the thing is, the thing I don't know, because I don't partake because I got enough problems. But it's just the thing is that, like, it's legal in California, but it again, they're still not really addressing it like alcohol. I mean, alcohol is much more easily welcomed, unfortunately, than medicinal marijuana or cannabis, whatever you want to call it. And to me, it's like I'd rather deal with somebody who's stoned than drunk out of their mind. And even though St. Patrick, I know it's all about drinking and all that, but that a lot of your fans, they get drunk and they get pretty stupid.
Oh, aye, laddie. No one knows this like me.
Yeah, they get all drunk and start getting into fights, and so it's been overall, how do you think your St. Patrick's Day went this year?
Well, like I told you, I really don't know, as I was passed out most of it.
But this is your day.
Aye, laddie, but Father Time is undefeated.
Oh wow, you ain't what you used to be, huh? There, St. Patrick.
There ain't no spring chicken anymore, Peter.
I guess
this happens.
Really?
This happens.
Are you coming to?
Aye.
Really? Is the long and winding road? You're running out of yellow bricks.
Oh, me yellow bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, me yellow bricks and gold.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
what do you call a bad Irish dance?
Bad Irish what?
Dance.
What do you call a bad Irish dance? I do not know. What do you call a bad Irish dance?
A jig mistake, me boy.
Oh boy.
It's a jig mistake. Oh. Maybe like Dr. Oh, maybe like Dr. Skids.
Dr. Seuss.
What does it mean if you find a 4-leaf clover?
What does it mean when you? I do not know. What does it mean when you find a 4-leaf clover?
That means you have too much time on your hands, Lottie.
Well, I found a 4-leaf clover once.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Well, the other day, we was looking for some 4-leaf clovers, and we found a 4-leaf clover that was crossed with the poison ivy.
Really?
I had a rash of good luck.
You had a rash of good luck.
Well, things aren't what they used to be.
Yeah. I told you, you were talking a year. I remember a conversation we had years ago, and I like this conversation because we were talking about getting lucky.
The only way you get lucky is when they leave.
Yeah. So, well, that was the whole conversation. It was like I got really, really buzzed. And unfortunately, I thought I picked up this woman, and I thought I had a 10. It was like the bar was closing. It was St. Patrick's Day. This was many, many, many years ago, and I thought when we hit it up, I mean things were going great. I thought I had a 10 at 2. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning, and then I woke up.
Nobody's ugly at 2 a.m. in the morning.
No, exactly. Then we woke up. We woke up the next morning. I realized I had a 2 at 10.
Oh, me been there, laddie.
Yeah, and then she's staring at me with that one tooth, smiling.
No.
and I'm just I'm at this point where like I told you this, you probably don't remember, but I almost had to gnaw my arm off to get out. Just
Coyote.
I had to leave. Yeah.
Coyote ugly.
But that's what drinking will do to you, and so it's not good.
No. Oh, you can say that again, my friend.
Yeah, I got a better idea. So the next time I'm just trying to slow down. So let's get back to St. Patrick's Day. I don't want to go back into talking about the good old days. So this St. Patrick's Day, are you seriously telling me that you did not partake in St. Patrick's Day? You are St. Patrick.
Well, I'm sure I did. I just don't remember.
Okay, so then what do you mean you should? This is like the most foggiest you've ever talked about.
Well, I have the fog brain,
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Well, I got a new job.
You did.
They're working in a restaurant.
You got a job work. Times have gotten
Yes.
that hard, huh? St. Patrick has to get a job working in a restaurant.
As a short order cook. A short order cook, I said. Okay. Let me see.
You're out.
Well, anyway, yes, me St. Patty's Day was better than last year. That's for sure.
Really?
That's for sure.
That is true. So okay, so I'm willing to bet that if you don't remember St. Patrick's Day so much, then you probably celebrated it a bit too much. You did do something. Then you just didn't do nothing.
Well, again, we don't know. We
Wow.
can't properly remember, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, I had a good time.
You're not what you used to be, St. Patrick.
Well, you know what they call an Irishman bouncing off the walls?
No, what do they call an Irishman bouncing off the walls?
Ricochet. And Ricochet.
Yeah, I get it.
Hello, McFly.
I get it.
Hello. Anybody home? Hello.
Oh boy, you get what you pay for.
You
Times
can say that again, laddie.
are hard, and they're getting harder.
Well, I was born. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
Because when you're feeling high, you hear the highs.
When you hear the low, you really hear
You
the
hear the
low. The
lows.
psycho doos.
Exactly, St. Patrick.
Aye, laddie.
Yeah, St. Patrick, I've had to change my whole format, the way we're doing this show nowadays, and I've been urging people to switch over. I mean, even though Facebook has been a very big part of this whole show, if not the part of the show, I'm asking people to switch over and to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. I don't know if you've done that, but I get people that are slowly coming around, and I appreciate that. So just want my people to know, my 3 million, somewhere in between there.
Well, it's hard to find you on Facebook these days.
Is it really? They're
considering I'm not on it.
oh well, there you go. That makes it pretty. Yeah, I guess. Well, you're a busy man. I've checked your schedule. Yeah, come on, knock on my door.
By the way,
what?
By the way, what is the leprechaun's favorite type of music?
I don't know. What is a leprechaun's favorite type of
Sham
music?
rock and roll.
Sham rock and roll.
Aye, laddie.
All right. Rock out with your shamrock out. Doesn't
Oh, me boy, you're cracking me up, boy.
Yeah.
You're driving me crazy, and that's a short drive, me man.
It doesn't get any better than this. I mean it.
No, it doesn't.
No, I mean it.
The only thing that makes it better is Dr. Skins.
Yes.
Dr. Skins.
Yes. I'm sorry that you had to resort. Well, that depends. It just depends. I'm sorry. Well, I guess that's pretty smart that you can put on some sanitary undergarments and that way you can be out in the crowd and not worry about having to use a bathroom. And you just, when you got to go, you got to go.
Good. You can say that again.
Wow, I'm starting to lose your signal, St. Patrick. It's the first time I've ever heard that.
Aye. We're having terrible cell phone reception here.
Where exactly are you located?
Oh, me can't tell you.
Ireland, somewhere.
At the end of the rainbow.
At the end of the rainbow, yes. Manly, yes, but I like it too. Wow.
Leprechaun's favorite cereal.
Yeah, are you on Wi-Fi, St. Patrick? Because now I'm losing you. Quit. Hello?
No.
Wow, that's weird.
Oh.
I've never experienced this with you. You always usually had a solid connection. Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Hello? St. Patrick.
Hello.
Okay.
St. Peter.
Yeah.
St. Peter.
Oh boy. St. Patrick, you there?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, we are having communication problems.
What is up with that, St. Patrick?
No. No.
Wow.
Never incurred this type of problem before.
Never.
It's your soul.
I know. Yeah. No, we've had lots of technical problems, but you know, that's something the neurologist has to talk to you about. All right, listen. Listen. Since we're having problems, I'm gonna let you go because I want to. I don't know what's going on. Maybe pay the bill or something or whatever it is. But I want to thank you for coming.
When you pay your bill, can you pay me mine, please?
No, I was telling you to pay your bill. I paid
Maybe
mine.
that's the problem.
No, oh, there's a problem. All right. There's a problem. All right. But we'll talk about that at a later time. Listen, I wanted to let you know I appreciate you taking the time out of your life and being pretty much sober. It sounds like you're pretty coherent. That's pretty good. Because Lord knows we've had some sketchy events in the past.
Well, you can fool some of the people some of the time.
Oh boy, yeah. And speaking of, okay, so I don't know how you're pulling this one off, but either way. All right, listen. I want to thank you for coming on the show because I have to get serious now with the show, and we got a lot of. Did you know there's a border crisis going on in the United States right now on our southern borders?
Oh, we know no things such as this.
Yeah, I mean,
we know no such thing as this.
Yeah, we got some issues going on, and I need to talk about it because that's what I do. So, but I wanted to check in because
turn off the TV.
Yeah, turn off the TV. I don't watch the TV.
Don't watch the news.
No, I don't.
Turn off the telly.
Okay, yeah, just sit, put your head in the sand.
Aye, laddie.
Aye.
Okay. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, me boy.
Thank you for sharing your I want to say wisdom, but that's not right. Yes, I want to thank you for sharing with the world.
Sure.
Yeah. Either way, whatever.
That's
it's like,
sure.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Okay, so
Yes. I'm sorry about the communication.
Yeah, something's really weird. Till next year, St. Patrick. What?
Next year, I love you, Peter G, and your audience too. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and much love to all your peeps out there.
All right, thank you so much. You take care of yourself, and let's try to for next year. Let's have it. Let's go out with a bang.
All right, laddie. That we will do.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
We will do.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night. Wow, he hangs up. He's pretty quick at hanging up. Okay, St. Patrick. That was almost one of the most normal. Last year, there was a normal conversation with St. Patrick because he was sober because there was no St. Patrick's Day. This year, not so bad, although he doesn't remember what he did for St. Patrick's Day, so I don't know. But at least the conversation was pretty together. We're going to shift gears. Don't mention it. Here at the Peter G Show, we share at nothing but the finest in entertainment. We're going to get serious. More serious, okay? And I'm going to invite anybody who wants to call in and talk about this as I talk about certain topics because I just feel they need to be talked about. I don't know if you people watch Keep Up. I mean, it's easy to just like ignore and just live on and blame. You do the blame game, but we had an American-Chinese summit that was in Alaska this past week. Anybody aware of that? The United States went to talks with China. You know, China. We can't talk about China as the Chinese virus. We can't say it was, the Wuhan virus. We can't say, President Biden banned, tagging them with the virus, even though it's true. You can't say China with it. You just call it anything but. But I can and I will. But anyway, we've all known that China has always been a very strong, it's a big country. They have a large country, and they rule that country through communism. everything we're trying to avoid now. Yeah. So we went for a summit, talks, to talk about what's going on, because whether you like it or not, Trump threw the hammer down on them. Stop taking advantage of the United States. Well, we allowed them to, but he was turning things around. And all of a sudden, and again, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, I don't care. We're just talking, okay? If you got anything you want to say, 818-259-7983. But we're going to talk about real quick, because I'm going to move on, because I just want to touch base that we went to these talks and they publicly showed it on television. The United States getting shamed. They got shamed of talking to the Chinese and criticized about our Black Lives Matters and all this, because China has held people down for, decades. And it's documented. And nobody has, challenged them except us in the past. And all of a sudden they turn the tables around and start telling us about democracy and this and that. And we had our State Department and all that was there, and they were apologizing. I mean, just pussied on down. It bothered me. It bothered me a lot. They just bowed to them. Didn't stand up and say, screw you guys. I mean, we don't need them, but they're going to own a majority of us if we keep this up. Yeah. Well, you weren't aware. I'm telling you. It was on the news. Go find it. I'm sure there's clips of it. Our Secretary of State was there, and he's apologizing. He didn't have the balls enough to say, you know what? Don't turn this on us. But they pretty much told us off. And let me tell you, all these nations now are smelling the weakness. They are. If you got something to say about it, 818-259-7983. If you disagree, but they are. I just wanted to touch on that. You need to pay attention, because Putin, China, all these guys, I mean, they're looking at us going, we're becoming a laughing stock. The United States of America. And you know what? A lot of people, just didn't want to vote for Trump because they hated the guy's personality. And I get that. But now look what's happening. You thought you were buying into a better situation, and I'm going to tell you why. I mean, you're going to see more of it now. It's like, what happened? Oh, gas is $1 more, 50 cents to $1 more a gallon. Well, okay, gas fluctuates a lot, whatever, if you want to brush that one off. But let's go to our borders. For those of you who don't live in any border communities down in the southern portion of the United States, you're not feeling this now. But let me tell you, there's enough news going on. Even the fake news, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, they can't not report this. People have been migrating from South America, walking in buses to come to the Mexican border to cross over. They're just walking right through now. You don't have to go through, to show your passports. You don't have to do anything at the border like you used to in Tijuana. Now they're just walking right through all the open spaces of unfinished wall by the thousands. And we're just taking them all in. It's a crisis. Families are sending their children. They might be adult children, in their early 20s, 18, 17, 19, 5, 10. They're sending them because they were told if they can come to the United States and just come on in. And now in Mexico, you don't think they're having problems with all those people right there? But it's not even that. It's the fact that who's prospering from this? We're going to take a heavy hit. Who's prospering? The coyotes, the Mexican gangs, the cartels, human trafficking. They're saying, you want to get across, you want to get over there, we're going to help you. It's going to cost you this much. Or they're owning these people, thinking they're going to come for a better life, and they're not. They're going to be in a trap that they may never able to get out. And if they do, by the skin of their teeth, if they make it out alive, they'll be owned by these. Because right now, the biggest profiting is going on from human trafficking, telling people we're going to get you through from the Mexican side. It's horrible. Children, all these holding facilities that they were blaming Trump about and this and that. Now they're at 720% over what they can do. Imagine that. Not 50%, that's double. 720%. These holding facilities, they're taking turns sleeping on the floors. It's created a fiasco, people. And you have to find out, get your heads open and talk about this stuff. We're getting ready to get massacred by this overflow of just letting people. COVID, they can't test. There's too many of them. They can't hold. They can't. It used to be, sending them back or this and that. They can't. 17 miles of border wall needs to be finished from the Arizona side and all that, and they just stopped. So everybody's just walking right through. Just walk through. The people that own the private properties there, their stuff's getting trashed. Everything. People are just coming. There's trash all over the place. Imagine. It's a parade of people endlessly just coming in every single day, every single night now. The reason I'm telling you this, because if you live in the mid-states and this and that, they're all going to eventually come up. Because they're letting them into the country. They're not processing? No. They're trying, but they can't keep up. In fact, you want a kicker? They're talking about now, it's so crazy that they can't get everybody and process. So many people are coming up through the borders, the ones they're catching, so to speak, to try to process them. So, which is the lamest processing they've ever had. COVID, they could be sick. They don't even have the time to do that. But now they want the new idea. And again, this is what you voted for, supposedly. And it's okay to change your mind. Say, you know what? I'm starting to see the light now. But your favorite speaker, Nancy Pelosi, with their new bright idea, they're going to start putting them all on planes and flying them to the Canadian border where they have other processing facilities. So now they're going to ship them all over there. So now everybody's going to come in free from all sides of the country. How much is that costing? Putting them in hotels or facilities or whatever they're doing. It's the nuttiest thing that has ever happened. And it's all going to start to affect you. And if you think I'm wrong, they put a gag order. Like the border patrols, they can't talk about this stuff. They can't talk about it. There used to be where the press had ride-alongs. They could go with the border patrols and see what's going on. They're not allowed to go anymore. Now, if you think there wasn't something going wrong right now, because to me, if you're hiding something, then they've cut off all kinds of information. They don't want you to know because they're screwed. They're screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed. Can't emphasize that enough. And here's the thing. Don't think it's just great people wanting a better life, okay? Anybody can walk through now. If you can get to Mexico, you can walk through. Terrorists, not just Hispanic people, are coming through these rivers and crossing over into the United States. Don't kid yourself. This is an open invitation for disaster. Gang members, human traffickers. I don't know, like I live in Southern California. There's been several accidents where an SUV with 25 people in an SUV in the southern border got into an accident. 13 people were killed. The first question is, how the hell do you fit 25 people in a Ford Expedition? Now, it's a big SUV, but 25 people in a Ford Expedition. And they all got into an accident with a semi. Can't win in those. 13 of them were killed. But the question is you don't think shit's going wrong and awry and they're trafficking people and they're going, well, we're going to get you there, but we're going to own you. You're going to do what we tell you to do. What choice do you have? It sucks. Gang members, again, terrorists. Anybody can walk through these borders if you can get to the Mexican border. If you can get to Mexico, you can come on in. I don't care if you're Middle Eastern. I don't care if you're Russian. I don't care if you're, Hispanic. Anybody. We're going to have some serious problems because they're not fixing it, and they created a monster. And this is just a small portion of what I'm talking about. Here's the deal. Then you got the press secretary. What's her name? Jen Psaki, the redhead. I'm waiting to see when she's going to resign. Because how you can live with yourself telling lie after lie, covering up, it's like, you eventually it's going to haunt her. She's talking about this, circling around. She can't ever answer a real question. They blame everything on the Trump administration. They're picking up the pieces from it. Lie after lie. And again, if anybody's got anything they want to say to contradict this or 818-259-7983, let me know. Let's talk about it. Because I'm not getting off this subject. Got about 10 more minutes. It just bothers the shit out of me because we're going to feel it, people. Thousands and thousands. It's quadrupled. It's just ridiculous. Where are all these people going to go? Let me tell you a little thing about. I'm Greek. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I'm Greek. I'm Greek, but I'm not like the Greek that hangs out with Greeks and, all that kind of stuff. But I'm Greek. And my parents were Greek to the bone. Greece is a little bitty country. And for years, surrounding Greece are all these countries that are in havoc. Mayhem. Syria. Yeah, hoppa. Greece is a tiny little country. I mean, it's tiny. They got lots of islands, 300 islands, but Athens and all that. It's a very small. It's smaller than most states here in the country. People were fleeing their countries, Syria, Macedonia, all these surrounding countries, and they were fleeing and coming into Greece because they're getting away with a suitcase, whatever they can carry on their back, because their country was getting bombed, destroyed. I mean, what a life to live. I show my daughter that kind of stuff. I go, can you imagine being that child? Being that parent, you're walking away from bombed out everything. It's crazy. You're just you got nothing but what you have on your back, and you're walking. So they were coming into Greece because Greece was still pretty much protected, under control. But here's what happened. So many people were coming into Greece. All these people had no money, no jobs. They only had what they had, whatever they were able to bring on them. Well, then you start getting a lot of crime because people need to eat. They need to do whatever they got to do. And Greece, this little country that, people brag about going to the islands and this and that, was getting overrun by immigrants who were just walking in. Couldn't keep them out from coming in legally. And Greece financially started going to hell because the economy was getting overrun, pickpockets, crime, theft, because they needed money. I mean, not everybody's a bad person, but, you want to feed your child, whatever it took. And Greece's economy just started going to hell because it was just getting overrun. Too many people, not enough jobs. What do? Well, right now we got a ton of people without jobs. What do? But now we got more people coming in. And are going to be willing to work for next to nothing just to be here. Now, I know they say that, we need these people because they'll do things jobs, in the farms and this and that most Americans are not willing to do. Bullshit. We got plenty of people here. But it's going to be a mess. Not to mention the trafficking. Now, here's what I want to play a clip real quick. I forgot. I just get involved in all this stuff and I just forget. Texas governor. They had to get all these immigrants that have come off, these illegal aliens, they've had to ship them to Dallas, Texas, from crossing the border in Texas. Texas is a big state. I want you to pay attention to this. Texas is a big state. The federal government had put all these kids in the Dallas, whatever dome it is, housing them, while they could figure out what to do with them. The state was not allowed to go in there and see what's going on. This is America. The federal government was keeping the state of Texas, the governor of Texas, to go in and talk to all these children and see what's going on. Are they being trafficked? What were they told to do when they come here? They got to find this stuff out, because I'm telling you, it's going to be more crime, more corruption, and screwing up all these kids. They're coming unchaperoned. They just came. They said, "Go to America, try to make a better life. Good luck." This was stupid. Governor Abbott, is that his name? Check this out. The federal government was not allowing, I think they finally did now, but was not allowing the state of Texas to go in and see what's going on. Check this out.
Today, I am directly asking the Biden administration to allow the Texas Department of Public Safety to access this facility across the street at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Center, as well as the other federally run facilities in Texas, to be able to talk to these unaccompanied minors. We must get to the bottom of the human trafficking and put an end to it.
Yeah, that's the governor of Texas. So here we are in the United States, where we should be all for one and one for all. And the federal government was keeping the governor of Texas, where these children were being housed in Dallas, they're across the street and not being allowed to go in and look and see what's going on. Doesn't that raise some kind of suspicion that, like, things are really going awry? And then finally, they're talking about even the water was not healthy. There was all kinds of, it's a mess. We're living in a mess, and it's going to be hell to clean up. This is not even, this is the tip of the iceberg, people. But Texas is tough, and they're not going to put up with this shit. And I'm telling you, and the people of Texas, especially at their borders, they're talking about putting their own money together to finish the wall themselves. They shouldn't have to do that. That's what taxes are for. But unfortunately, our taxes, here's another story. I can do a 3-hour show. It's a serious crisis, people. I need you to pay attention, and I need you to be vocal and keep on talking about it, because these are human beings. I'm not blaming them. They were told to come here. They were told to come here by you-know-who. And now, I think they're regretting it. I think even the Democrats are starting to say, well, God, we got a problem. We got a problem. Just about time to go. I want to say one thing. Well, I don't want more than one thing. I'm sure all of you have seen the tape, the video. Nobody can avoid it. I mean, I'm sure even the media outlets that don't like to play this stuff had to. But I'm sure you saw the video of Joe Biden, our president, going up the stairs to Air Force One. He tripped, not once, but 3 times. Now, I'm not going to make fun of it, okay? I'm going to tell you my take on this whole deal. I was lucky enough to have elderly parents. They've since passed now. But they lived to be in their early 90s, 92 and 93, my mother and father. I miss them very much. But as you get older, neurologically, things change. I know it myself, okay? I can't do what I did when I was 25. Our president, Joe Biden, always talks about he was a runner. He was a runner. He used to run a lot. That's great. I used to do a lot of crazy shit, too. I don't do it now. I don't talk about a lot of the stuff I used to, because times change, and you got to roll with it. And I'm not going to bag on them for tripping. They blamed it on the wind. This is what really sucks. I'm sure the people behind him must get so tired having to figure out how to cover for him. But I'm not going to bag on him because let's face it, he's 80 years old or whatever he is. I saw that tape and I watched it several times. And I think the reason he tripped up so much was because the first time his leg did not go high enough to catch the step. And that happens neurologically as you get older. My mother suffered from what's called neuropathy, when the brain does not conduct with the legs, because as the doctor explained it to me, and believe me, we went everywhere. Okay. I wanted my mother to be was as vibrant and self-sufficient as possible. The last thing you want to do is have to rely on people as a human being. You don't want people to have to take care of you and stuff like that. She was constantly apologizing to me, which was the farthest, it was ridiculous. I'd do it again if I could. But neurologically, when your feet, and he said, imagine an electrical wire and the coating, the rubber coating on the wire that keeps the conductivity, just gets all brittle and frays off and falls off, and so therefore you don't have as much conductivity from your brain to your feet. And if you watch it, he didn't lift his leg up high enough to catch the step, so it slid down the front of it. So then he trips the first time. You can call it. It wasn't even that wasn't a trip. He just never made it. But then to keep up with that, he went and he lifted his leg again, and he tried to double time. He tried to really pick it up, but his brain did not let his leg lift up again, and he missed the step. He never even really hit it. He just didn't get it. It never even went on top of he didn't trip and go forward. He never caught the step. It just slid down the front of the step to the original step that he went from. And then he tried to pick it up again, going, well, he's freaking out. He freaked himself out, and it did not work. It comes with age. But the thing is, that's the least of my problems. I mean, we had a president before our time that was in a wheelchair. Was it Truman? That was in a wheelchair? Somebody was in a wheelchair. I don't care if you can't walk. I just need you to think. That's a whole nother problem. Yeah, short circuit. It comes with age. It's just the way it is. But they played that tape over and over and over again for the past 2-3 days. And it's shameful, but I'm telling you, this is sending a message to the other parts of the world, these world leaders going, America is screwed. And believe me, the mountain lions are Roosevelt. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? The funny thing is I needed to look that up real quick before we started the show. And I said, screw it. The point made that doesn't matter. I don't care about that. Although they made a big stink about it, and they should, because they're just trying to prove a point that there's a lot of stuff that's going that the facade that's not right, and they're covering. I don't care if you're Democratic, Republican, whatever. It's what the hell is going on? Do you really think that everything is okay? We're moving in the right direction of anything? Everything you voted for? I love you guys. I love this country. I love being alive. I really do. Some people say, hey, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I want to be around. Let me tell you something. If he's not capable of running the show, you know who's next in line, right? I mean, that was probably part of the whole plan in the first place. We got problems. We'll talk about those another day. But all I'm saying is right now, you got to be vocal, because the only way we're going to be sitting around and just watching from the bleachers is not going to make it. If you wake one person up, that's one more. It's kind of like this show. I'm getting you one at a time. I'm patient, but I want to do this before I'm 90, all right? I think I got something to bring to the table. I want to do it on a larger scale. That's just my opinion. And I always say, you're more than welcome to call me and tell me if I'm Peter, you're out of your mind, you're crazy, you're full of shit, you're never going to amount to nothing, whatever, give me a call. But nobody does. So I'll keep on going. And even if you did, I'll keep on going because I know what I'm doing. Unlike some. I love you very much. Next week, Next week, Mr. Bob Paff. I hope, I'm pretty sure, I'm not a gambling man, but I'd put my money on it that he's going to be here next week. East meets West. We skipped last month because he was very sick with double pneumonia, hospitalized. I know he's had 2 months now to gather up, and I know he's got a lot to say, and we're going to say it right here on this show. Love you guys more than anything. I always say that, and I truly mean it. Talk to me during the week. Follow, share, and more than anything, let's get everybody to start going over to YouTube, because I'm going to start picking other venues to get on a soapbox on, and in the meantime, this is what I'm doing. All right? I mean what I say, and I do what I say, and that's it. I mean, that's the biggest deal. It's like, don't show me, don't tell me. So that's the biggest thing I think that pisses me off about some people. It's like you talk, but you don't do nothing. I'm not like, 100%, but I'm way up there, I think. It's important to me. I have a child that I adore. I could just sit here, and it's like not bragging or anything like that, but if you don't love your own child, it's like, what the hell's the matter with you? But I got lucky. I got one that's like grown with a lot of street smarts and common sense. And it's just, I look at her and I'm going, boy, did I get lucky, because kids are kids. Kids are, you can have a handful, and rightfully so, and eventually they'll come around. If you stay on them, that's the whole purpose of... It's the whole purpose of being a parent. Not a parrot, a parent. Parenting, guiding. But again, if you teach a child to hate, that child's going to hate. I'm teaching my child to love and give everyone a chance. But don't take any shit either. Step on you once, open up your eye and, watch them. But you never know. You don't always judge, because you don't walk in their shoes. Till next week, all right? I want to see you here next week. Again, probably going to be, I'm sure Bob Paff is going to have a boatload of stuff to talk about. Let's do this. I got a full day in the morning. Again, every day. One day the book's going to be good. I love you guys. Stay safe. Use your head. Don't be scared. I'm walking a lot. I'm doing these fast walks and hiking, and these people walk by me with the mask. I swear I wish I had a body camera on to watch people. They see me coming, and some of them will like put the mask on until you walk by them, or some will just have the mask on, just exercising with a friggin' mask on in the middle of the outdoors, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. And they'll walk 20 feet out into the road to go around you, so they don't get, nothing. So they don't catch nothing that they think they're going to catch. Fear. Love you guys. Let's do this. Peace out.
Marriage.
What sparked that divorce for you?
He hit middle age.
Honey boo boo. Ah, honey boo boo. She can do it. I can.
You're blessed.
Yeah.
He's on the line right here if you don't know. Just letting you know.
Freaking hate. You have to go through the grind and just punching in and punching out.
This ain't good.
a really incredible run.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, Divorce Dad.